All right. Good day, everyone. So this is a review session, which is part of a lecture series for our midterm exam this coming Monday. Now, right? So for this particular video, we'll be solving a problem on perpendicularity. So this is an old exam from the first sem of actually this is just last year, no, first sem of last year, last academic school year, right? So let's get into the problem. We are and for this particular problem, I'll be doing this in AutoCAD, pero most of the techniques I'll be using, meron siyang analogous techniques when it comes to um, manual methods, no? Right? So, let's get into the problem. We are given four planes, ABCD, ABD, and EAB, and QRS as well, no? So, of these three planes, we are in particular interested in triangles ABC, ABD, and ABE, wherein the position of side AB is already fixed. No? So we have AB here, AB, and AB. So they have the same orientation in space. All right. And we are asked the question which of the triangles is or are perpendicular to triangle QRS. Okay, so we just need to show that which of these three are perpendicular to um, this given QRS triangle. No? Okay, so perhaps uh, when we have problems like this, no, we need to think about how we go about proving that the perpendicularity of these planes now. Okay, so the only condition for us to prove that a plane is perpendicular to another plane is to show that in one of the planes it contains a line that is truly perpendicular to a given plane. So the easiest strategy for us in this particular case is we need to find lines contained in ABC, ABD, and EAB that are truly perpendicular to QRS. So we just need to find that one line. No? And if a line is truly perpendicular to a particular plane, then it is also truly perpendicular to all lines contained in that plane. Okay, and I'm sure this has been explained in your I don't know in your lectures. Because that is the case, no, na if a line is truly perpendicular to a plane, then it must be truly perpendicular to all lines contained in the plane. Then we just need to prove that the line contained in these planes is truly perpendicular to at least just two lines contained in QRS. Okay, so that is if you really think about it, no, that is also saying that since it is perpendicular, the line I'm talking about now, it's truly perpendicular to all lines contained in plane QRS, then we can take any line contained in QRS and show it to be perpendicular to at least one of the lines in either of these three planes, no? And if we can't find that line, that just means that um, this plane or planes are not truly perpendicular to this uh, given plane QRS. That makes sense, no? Kasi again, ang logic is kung totoong truly perpendicular sila, then there must be a line here that is truly perpendicular to an infinite number of lines. Okay? And that infinite number of lines, if you just take any random line that is part of QRS, then surely you can find a line that is truly perpendicular to that random line na pinili natin dito. If and only if they are truly perpendicular. Kung wala tayong nahanap, then the converse must be true, no? Na baka hindi talaga siya truly perpendicular. Okay? So yun yung strategy natin. The strategy is we take two lines here and make it and prove that it is perpendicular to at least one line in all of these in these three planes. And if we can find those lines, then we say na they are truly perpendicular. Right? So how do we choose the arbitrary lines na gagamitin natin? So you can choose any arbitrary line, but I think the easiest way is to just find the convenient lines. No? Like for example, if you look at here, SR is conveniently parallel to the HRP FRP folding line. Therefore, SR here is, and probably we can write it down. No? SR is a true length. Oh, masyado maliit. Let me do that again. True length. 2.5. 0.1 ata. It's 0.1. Maybe we can go smaller, no? 0.7. 07. Okay. And I'll change my layer. I'll just change it to solutions muna tayo. And before I do that, so that I won't accidentally change my given, no? I'll just lock them. Set to. I'll change this to the solutions layer. Okay. Nangyari. Ay, nakalock pala. So, let me just unlock it first. And change it to this one. Change it to solutions. Okay. Alright. Let's lock it again. Alright. Sige. Okay. So, this is a true length. So, let's just start here, no? We'll prove this is our first line. And let's prove that these planes contain a line that is truly perpendicular to this true length SR. And the rules for proving perpendicularity between lines are also quite simple. No, we just need to show in one view that the lines appear perpendicular with one of those lines, at least one of those lines shown in their true length. And since SR is already in true length, then we just need to show na there exists a line here that is truly perpendicular to the true length SR, right? So what we can do here is we can just extend SR, no? Para mas madali natin siyang ma-compare with the other lines. And let's find a line contained in the given planes that is truly perpendicular to SR, right? So let's start with the farthest left siguro. So I'll be using eto point B na lang. And I'll make it such that it is perpendicular to this line. And of course, you'll be using your sliding triangles dito, no? Here in AutoCAD, I'm just using the built-in feature of yung object snapping, no? Pero again, you can easily also do this in using your sliding triangles, no? Let me just clean this up. So eto, I'll label this as B prime. And mukhang kailangan kong i-text. And I'll just edit this to 0.7. B prime. Ba't ganun? 0.07 pala. 0.07. Let's do B prime. B prime. And for this case, let's write down our proofs, no? Para mas madali natin ma-keep track. So I'll just write it down column by column, no? So, or for example, I'll write down all the proofs related to ABC dito sa side na to, all the proofs related to ABD dito sa side na to, all the proofs related to EAB on this side, right? So let's start with dito, BB prime is perpendicular, and let me just get a perpendicular symbol. Perpendicular symbol. Perpendicular to para mali ata. Perpendicular to SR, which is a true length, in FRP. Okay? So that's our first line, no? So, but hindi pa natin pwede conclude. We cannot conclude right away that ABC is already perpendicular to QRS because we need to show that they're all. We need to show at least two lines contained in QRS. So later natin siya ipoprove. And sabay-sabay na natin siyang gagawin with one line here. Okay? So, ito muna, first proof. Next proof natin is this one. Let's find a line. So, probably we can use ito. AD here, if you measure it, you'll be measuring using your sliding triangle or your protractor. You can see na 90 degrees sila, no? So, dito, AD is perpendicular to SR, which is a true length in FRP. Right? So, we've also found one here. Now, here, gagawin natin is I'll just use AA prime, no? So, ito, and I'll just extend this. So, that one, and I'll trim it up. This one, AA prime, let's label this A prime. AA prime is perpendicular. So, you can say here, AA prime is perpendicular to our SR, which also in its true length in FRP. Right? So, need na lang natin to prove that these three planes are truly perpendicular to QRS, we need another line contained in QRS. Right? So, the easiest way to prove this is to just get another true length na lang din dito sa QRS and show that if this plane is truly perpendicular, then the initial lines na nilista natin, itong BB prime, AD, and AA prime, should also appear perpendicular to that new line na ipoproduce natin dito. And the reason being, kasi in-explain natin kanina, if a line is truly perpendicular to a given plane, then it is truly perpendicular to all of the lines contained in QRS. Okay? So, kahit arbitrarily tayo pipili ng lines dito sa QRS, if they are truly perpendicular, then it will always show that it is truly perpendicular. Okay? So, hopefully that makes sense, no? So, ang gagawin natin dito is we take, let's say, SS prime. If we take SS prime, I made it such that it is parallel to the fold line here, which means that if I project SS prime, punta dito, which is in between QR, then this SS prime right here is a true length. Tama? This SS prime here is a true length. Which means we can use this as basis, and let's make this a different color no, para lang makita natin yung difference. I'll use green. And let's just extend this as well. So, we just need to show na this new true length right here, SS prime, and sorry, this should be just S prime. This new true length right here is perpendicular to the same initial lines na sinet natin. So, hanapin na ulit natin si AA prime dito. If it's still perpendicular to SS prime, then we can already conclude that the line is really perpendicular to the plane QRS, and since it's contained in the given plane, then the plane automatically is also perpendicular to the plane QRS. Okay, so let's do it left to right again. ABC muna. So we've identified B prime, no? Itong BB prime. So let's just project it again. B prime is in between AC. So let's just project this. So this is now our BB prime. And probably dapat ginawa ko din tong green. Sorry. Let's make it green para mas kita natin, no. So we can extend this, and check if it is perpendicular, and we can see if I use my measure tool, it's 91 degrees. I think, yeah, there might be just some inaccuracies, no? Doon sa um, in this particular the way it's created, but I think this should be close enough to 90 degrees, no? So if you were doing this in pencil and paper, you would conclude that this is perpendicular. So we could probably say that as well here, no? Baka yung translation lang from PDF to AutoCAD shifted it a little bit, so kaya siya naging ganyan. Pero let's say that when we do this in manual pen and paper, parang if we do the sliding triangle or we do measure it in protractor, parang we see that it is very close to 90 degrees. So we can also say that BB prime here is perpendicular to SS prime, which is a true length, and which is a true length in HRP. So therefore, let's just say TF. So that's saying therefore, BB prime is truly perpendicular to QRS, the plane QRS. And this is an optional, I don't know, statement. You can opt to not write this down. Some students don't write this down anymore, but if you want to be more complete, you can also say that since BB prime is in plane ABC, therefore you can also say that ABC is perpendicular to QRS. Okay, does this make sense? Tama, no? So again, let's walk through that one by one. No? The way we prove that a plane is perpendicular to the plane is perpendicular to another plane is if that plane contains a line that is truly perpendicular to that plane. In our case, that given line na na-identify natin was BB prime, and it is shown to be, it is contained in plane ABC here, and it is shown to be truly perpendicular to QRS. The way we prove that it's truly perpendicular to QRS is by finding two lines contained in QRS that is truly perpendicular to BB prime. So, ganyan natin na-reach yung solution. No? Okay? So, we can do that again here in AD. Here, 90 degrees, ang pinakita natin was AD, no? Ito, 90 degrees. So, we can do the same again. So, we can extend AD. Extend natin to. And we can see, when we extend it, if you measure, it's, and if you can find it, if you can see, look at that, naka 90 degrees siya. So, ibig sabihin, AD here is, again, truly perpendicular to AD is again truly perpendicular to SS prime, which is shown in true length in HRP naman, this case. Therefore, we can say that AD is truly perpendicular to QRS, and since AD is a part of ABD, therefore we can say that ABD is truly perpendicular to QRS. Okay. Now let's look at our last plane, which is AA prime. Sorry. Let's look at our last plane, which is EAB. We can see here, ang ginawa natin was AA prime, no? We tried to prove that AA prime is perpendicular to two lines contained in QRS. So let's find AA prime here. AA prime is A prime is in between EB. So nandito siya. So this is now AA prime. Tama? This is AA prime. AA prime. Now let's extend this AA prime. And we can see that it is not perpendicular, no? Tama? If we use our measure tool, it's around 67 degrees. Right? And we could probably write that down, no? Para mas malinaw. 67 degrees. Let me lagay ko lang muna 67 degrees. Babaguhin natin yung mamaya. Okay? So, dito, we can say that AA prime, um, I can't do the parang not perpendicular symbol dito sa AutoCAD. So, I'll just say is not perpendicular to SR, which is a true length in HRP. So, therefore, AA prime is not perpendicular to QRS. And we can also say that a EAB is, or sorry, EAB ba? Or let's do AB. AB is not perpendicular to QRS. Na ganyan. So, a lot of students might say na, well, that's just one line lang naman yan, di ba? We just looked at one line. Bakit kinunclude agad natin na hindi siya perpendicular, yung buong plane mismo, hindi siya perpendicular to QRS? Wouldn't it be possible na meron palang other line dyan na naging truly perpendicular sa QRS? So that's one of the intuitive na parang line of reasoning ng mga students, no? And the reason why pwede natin siya i-conclude agad is because of the fact na there are in QRS, if a line is truly perpendicular to the plane QRS, then then that line is truly perpendicular to an infinite number of lines in QRS. Tama? So, ibig sabihin, kung meron akong piniling random line dyan within QRS, then I would always find in any view, because of the infinite number of lines that are existing in QRS, in any view, if there was truly a perpendicular line in EAB, then it will always manifest itself, kumbaga dapat. Because infinite yung number dito of lines that can be truly perpendicular to it. And since pinili natin to at ito yung lumabas, nag-manifest dito sa FRP, then it's like saying that if it's if it's truly perpendicular to CAAB, then this particular line right here will prove itself to be truly perpendicular to all the lines contained in QRS. If not, ibig sabihin nun, you can't find a line contained in EAB that will be truly perpendicular to all lines contained in QRS. And therefore, EAB is no longer a candidate to be a perpendicular plane to plane QRS. Hopefully that makes sense. So medyo I would understand kung medyo confusing yun, no? So just let it marinate siguro, let absorb what I said, no? And hopefully it does make sense eventually, no? If not, you can always contact your instructor, no? Try to ask bakit why this is so, no? When we find just one line tapos hindi siya proven, then bakit rekta tayo nag-conclude. So your instructor could probably explain this in more detail. Pero here in this particular solutions, we have shown that only two planes are truly perpendicular, no? Etong dalawang to, which is ABC and ADB. Right? So I think that we can end this. I can also probably print this out as a PDF file tapos send ko sa inyo if you want a copy of the final answer, no? I'll just clean out the lines siguro, no? I'll make the lines more consistent, yung mga colors na etc before giving this out, no? And I'll also write down yung mga degrees showing na kung saan siya perpendicular and so on and so forth. Right? So yun lang muna. So again, I would like to wish you good luck sa upcoming exam. Hopefully you do well. If you have any questions, do not hesitate to contact your instructors. You can contact me, especially for my class. You can contact me or you can contact Ma'am Cheska. Okay. Good luck, everyone.